Here we are, welcome back to Defenders of Light. I decided to fix up a few things. I decided to change Leo's first ability, which is coming up soon, so I won't spoil the surprise, but I changed it so that the graphic shows up when he gains his ability, and we'll be able to see that later. Right now I have the battles off, and it'll make going through this a bit easier. But having let a few people playtest this game, it occurs to me that you have to have a prerequisite in almost like RPG Maker and fetch quests and that sort of thing to play this game, because I've seen people get stuck playing my game not knowing what to do. They don't know that when they come up to this graphic that they can walk on it and go in the door. But then there are other people who have played these types of games. They can just kind of get it right away, and I just kind of take it for granted when I made it that I was making it for myself and also for people who like this kind of game, where you collect things and get different abilities and open up stuff. So to run down, the basic goal is I have to collect these glowing dot things here, pretty similar to Pac-Man, and those allow me to open up these doors. When I have 5 lights, I'll be able to open up this door. Right now I don't have any at all, but I do have 5 life points. So if I get into battle, if I turn the battles on, it gives a want sound because the battles are on. Now I'll be able to fight battles. So I'll start to play this. See if I can get through this quickly. I'm going to try to play it, collect everything. Trying to collect everything and do everything quickly. So this is Xi'an Prime. This is the main area that your characters walk around in, and this is what the battle screen looks like. So I can fight it, I can run away, or I can use magic. Right now I don't have any magic, and if I try to run away, it succeeded. So it actually has a random chance of succeeding. It doesn't always succeed, and that's because of the way RPG Maker works. You can only program it to do a random chance. So what I did was program it in a cycle, and it always checks itself over and over again until it gets a result. And that result is either you run away, or it decides to hit you, or nothing happens. So I set it up so that there's actually a pretty good chance of running away and attacking. Depending on the area that you're in, it becomes progressively more difficult to attack the enemies. Before, it was a level chance of difficulty on every single battle, but I decided when I updated it that I wanted it to have a bit more of a tiered battle system, so it gets harder as you progress in the game. So I'm going to start collecting these. Right now I have 8. That shows how many I have for this area, which is Xi'an, or Xi'an Prime. And this will show this total that I have in the game, so both of them are equal right now. And now that I have more than 5 lights, I can open this door. So here we have the first character that you save in the game, Alice. And she says, "Leo, is that you? Help me get rid of that blue brick, then I can get out of here." So I put that in to basically tell the player what they have to do. And this is Grassland. So Alice tells you that you have to get rid of the blue brick. I can't do that right now. Each area that you go in the game has different enemies that you fight. I didn't really give them any names. Kind of left it up to the player to give names to the bad guys that you face. Give them silly names. Give them whatever name. So this is Ability Dude's house. If I talk to him, he says, "Leo, show me 15 lights. I can teach you Power Smash ability." Right now I only have 9. So if I go into this menu here, it'll show me that I have 1 light from Grassland. So I need 6 more. There's a character select menu over here. Right now I only have Leo. But if I had lost any hit points in battle, my hit points would be refreshed, or my life points. And right now Leo is the only character that I can use. But that menu changes every time you get a new character. None of them have hit me yet. That's good. So I designed each level. Basically, when I went through it, I did it kind of randomly. I drew out lines in every single direction and then just kind of randomly broke them up into chunks, randomly assigning the characters an ability to get past it. So before, this would have been a land bridge, but then I put in the water and this sort of indication there. I don't know what you would call it, but I guess it's a kind of channel or something to show that something is unique about that particular area. So for each character's ability, I tried to give an indication where you would use it by how it looks. I just got hit for the first time. It's actually pretty hard to lose. I'm going to try to lose at least once to show what it looks like, but it's kind of hard to lose in the battles. You have to kind of do it on purpose. And that's kind of a remnant from when I updated this game to be the easy mode, or easy game, or whatever. Certain things about this game have been changed to make it easier, and that's a remnant from when I made it easier. And that sounds like a really roundabout sentence, but that's basically what I did. I just updated it. So if I had left it untouched, then stuff like this, before there wasn't a name for the boss. Monkey Kong is a name that I came up with, just kind of making fun of the source material. And right now I don't have the ability, so I can't get past the blue block. And now that I have enough lights, I can go back to Ability Dude. Normally when I play this, or when I have other people play it, I turn off the battles, and that ended up causing me a problem because there was actually a glitch that was triggered when you went into a certain battle, and I didn't know about it because it kept turning the battles off, assuming that all was okay. 15 lights, power smash ability. Power smash, destroy blue bricks. There is nothing more I can teach you, dude. Peace out. So, ability dude will only say that in the ability house where you just got the ability. So if you go to another place, he'll have another ability for you. So eventually, you'll run out of abilities for him to teach you. And before, he would only recognize whether you were a dude or a dudette, depending on who went there. So like Leo's a dude, so he would go there and say, there's nothing more I can teach you, dude, peace out. And then no matter what character went there from that point on, it would say the same thing. So it didn't really make much sense because some of the characters are girls. So I went and changed it so that in every scenario, ability dude will know who he's talking to. That ate up some memory, but I tried to keep the introduction, the instructions, and the very end of the game with bonus land all in the first 3 blocks of data on a PlayStation memory card, the first scenario. And the second scenario is the actual game itself. It's everything else. It's the battles, it's the collecting. So I wanted to keep it separate so that way if someone went into test mode and wanted to play it, they could do so and just play the game without actually having to watch the introduction or anything. But then they would miss out on the proper ending and things like that can't be triggered. So here I am. I'm about to die in battle. My shield is flashing, so if I get hit one more time, I'm going to lose. Wasn't even paying attention. So there is a lose scenario. Plays sad music. Warps me back to the beginning of the stage and gives me full life points. So now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and leave. And turn battles off just for now. Now I come back in, and I have my ability, so now the blue block has changed into the letter L to show the character's shield where I can use an ability. So I took that out before because I thought it might be confusing to the player, but now I left it in because I guess it's kind of like a reminder to the player that they can use their ability at that spot. So she reminds me about the blue brick, and that's also something I didn't know if she should say something different like destroy your character shield, but I thought that'd be kind of silly because maybe she doesn't see it as a character shield, and neither does Leo. It's just for the sake of the player that you see these things. I don't know. I'm not sure how they would see it. I never really thought about that aspect, but before there wasn't a shield. There was just a blue brick. So after you got the ability, it would still be a blue brick, and it didn't do anything before. It didn't change in any way. So then I went and updated it and made it blink, and I wasn't happy with that either. I get 15 lights and thunderclap magic for defeating Monkey Kong. Now it's gone. Before, when it was just a blue brick, it was very dull. I went and changed it to his character shield for every instance where you use his ability. The problem is that he does a specific maneuver before he hits it, and I wanted to make sure that he would be facing in the right direction all the time. For the most part, I had to correct the direction that it was going to be facing in before you destroy it. So for a moment on some of them it switches to another character shield. It's kind of imperceptible, but sometimes you can catch it, and that's one of the reasons why I left it out originally, and I thought that I couldn't fit it in anyway, but then I found a way to fit it in. I'll go ahead and save Alice. Something is not right. I feel a familiar presence in Grassland. Defenders of Light? Monkey Kong must have fallen. I should have destroyed them when I had the chance. No matter, they will not make it far. Boy, am I glad to be free. Call on me in the character select menu whenever you need my help. And there, I saved Alice. Before she didn't face the camera, before she was facing up towards Leo, before she flew off, and I always felt that was a little silly. The player would just see her from the back, so I decided to have every character face down and then fly off. So every time that they're warping somewhere, they always face down first towards the camera. And now I can warp and take a look at the world map. So this is what Xi'an Prime looks like. Get to explore all the parts of it. Right now we're going to Homeland. Where it is time to open the door. And see what we see. Keisha. I am stuck in this small space. Come get me out. Again, that's a hint to the player as to how to rescue her. We won't be able to do it quite yet. However, we can go into Ability Dude's house. Alice, show me 35 lights. I can teach you USS Bodhi ability. Right now I have 38, so that's more than enough. Now when I go into the character select menu, there's Alice over here. And a very, very, very long time ago, they didn't have character shields below them. I decided to add that to the character select menu to make it look better. So now if I go down here, there's the blue block. And to Alice and anyone else who's not Leo and doesn't have his Power Smash ability, it'll look like a blue block. "35 lights, USS Bodhi ability." USS Bodhi, pass over water, lava, and ice. So this is one of the most useful abilities in the game, and you get it early. There is nothing more I can teach you, Dudette. Peace out. There's an example of him knowing who he's talking to. So if I go and change to Leo, now he says, "There's nothing more I can teach you, dude. Peace out." Seemed a lot better for him to know who he was talking to. I'll go down and destroy this. And that's all we can really do in this level right now, so it's time to leave. Using the warp in this game I find is the fastest way to get things done, and that's why I put it in there to facilitate the player in exploring the whole world. Speed of access to everywhere you need to go. There was a blue block there, but now it's gone. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to show what Alice's message was if I didn't rescue her. Basically, if I go and destroy the blue block and then exit Grassland and then come back in, Alice would have said that she still needed rescuing, because she acknowledges at that point that the blue block is gone. And right now we've learned USS Bodhi ability, so now we can cross this water here. So that allows us to turn into this magic boat, which is always guided by rocks that look like this. So basically whenever you go to a level and you see rocks like this, you know that you just need to change to Alice and use her ability. This is another thing that will become useful much later, so we'll talk about that when it becomes more relevant, but for now we can't do anything with it. And this is the entrance to Lavaland, which required 40 lights, and apparently we have more than 40 lights. 46. This is when we meet another member of the Defenders of Light, Poncho. Could you pounce over here and help me get off this island, please? We can't do anything with that information right now, but it's a hint for later on. Lavaland. So go ahead and collect as many lights as I can. There's another red hawk thing. I think as far as levels go, this might be the furthest that I made the boat travel with USS Bodhi ability. And to make the level bigger, I kind of had to fake it out and put this thing here to make it seem like you're going underneath the overpass there. That little hole in the front is supposed to be like a passageway that she can fit in. If we were at the player's point of view, we would see a hole that you could travel through with a boat, a tunnel. So go to the other side of here. See, if you notice there, for a moment it flickered to the spread of the sun. And I kind of wish it didn't do that, but there's no way to avoid it with RPG Maker. And I can't get in here right now. Which is where Ability Dude comes in handy. 50 lights, Mini-Mite ability. Mini-Might, get into small spaces. This is another ability that is really handy, because with USS Bodhi ability, there's never ever any lights in the path of the boat. However, for Mini-Might, see again, it flickered to the sun for a moment there. Yeah, no way to avoid it, but whatever. So with Mini-Might, it's the only ability, or one of the few abilities, where you can go and collect more lights. So only Alice can get into this small space and access these lights. So if you were to ignore them, you wouldn't be able to get 100% on the game. There's another place where an ability can be used, but we don't have the ability right now, or the character. But Ability Dude will still tell us about it. Keisha, show me 80 lights. I can teach you Super Pounce ability. 64. Right now she has USS Bodhi and Mini-Might. In the previous version it didn't say any description, like down below where it says single reflectability. I decided to show the description because it showed ability. So I figured you could just read it as ability, you know, reflectability is kind of okay, like maybe that's how they use it, they just reflect it. And this shows all the abilities that I've learned. USS Bodhi and Power Smash. Thunderclap, that's the magic that Leo has now. And Mini-Might ability. Collected 18 lights in Lavaland, 15 lights in Grassland, 4 lights in Homeland, and 12 lights in Xi'an Prime. I still have my health.